Hi everybody, welcome back to the In-Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, that's Jack.
I have nothing this time. We've already, this is the third video.
Yeah, so we've been gone for a while, we're jumping back into it. You can tell I'm not exhausted yet because I'm talking way too fast. I'm sorry, Dad. Yeah, that's just going to be wound up. So this is a recipe that Jack's found and we're going to try this out. And it reminds me of this X that I had that was really cool. You know, because it's sweet and spicy and sticky. Meats is the name of the recipe. So before we get into that and all that indicates on my dating profile, let's go ahead. You can check us out and be sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the little bell for notifications when you get these things every Tuesdays and Fridays, and let's get into it. So alright, lots of stuff to unpack here, but it's very simple. You're gonna get your chicken. You lucked out, found this for like $5. So we got brown sugar. You can just use a little bit of it. You're gonna want some honey. Yeah, sweetie, and a little bit of oil, just a little bit to do that. You're gonna need some soy sauce, some hot sauce, whatever kind. We had in Louisiana because we're just suckers like that. You're gonna need a little bit of ginger root. We're not gonna need that whole thing, and a little bit of green onion or whatever vegetables you want to throw in there, bamboo shoots, whatever.
Whatever the hell you want.
So, get your chicken. Be sure to put you a cutting board or something down so you're not getting chicken all over things. Be sure to clean it everywhere else. Now, you want to cube it, make it the smallest pieces as possible without doing whatever. I just cut the end of it off. Now it's kosher. It's a circumcision joke.
Very funny.
So cut all your meat, cube it down, get that ready, and get you a bowl, and you're going to set up a little sauce here. Okay, so get your brown sugar. You're going to do 1 big teaspoon of that. It doesn't have to be level. 2 of the teaspoons of honey. It takes a while to get it all off with a spoon, man. So
it's honey. What do you?
It takes a little while, yeah. So, but it's January, but it still flows pretty nice here in Texas because it's stupid hot. And then you're going to need a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. This stuff doesn't pour fast, which is
it takes a while.
You don't do too much. And you just put that in there. And then I try to use that to get the last of the honey and stuff off the.
Did it work?
Of the spoon. It actually worked. I think the salt kind of broke it down and got it off of there pretty good. And then I just stuck the rest in my face. And then 2 tablespoons of your hot sauce. Again, we use Louisiana stuff. You can use just about anything, I guess.
This is the habanero version of Louisiana hot sauce. I love this stuff. It's really great.
It's one of our top hot sauces, man. It's just one I've always really enjoyed. And you get that, stir it down, break it down. Now you're going to put some solids in this later, but go ahead and stir it now before you do that. It'll kind of get that sugar off the bottom, help it break down, melt into that.
The sugar will not break down on its own. You have to kind of assist it.
It's kind of like me. I
don't even want to know.
It's got to be other people. So you get your onion and just chop that down to whatever size you want. You want big chunks of it, little pieces of it. Now be careful. Watch your fingers when you're doing this. Make sure to check them. I don't want to crumb myself here. That's an inside story. So just make sure to curl your fingers like this. It usually helps. Don't leave them flat. So if you cut anything, it's your fingernails, and they protect you. They actually do something for once in your life. And then the same thing with your ginger. You want to chop that down. Just get it as small as possible, or as small as your ADHD will let you do it.
The awkward shape of ginger might make it hard.
Right, and then the garlic too. They just kept rolling. They didn't want to get cut, man.
Yes, garlic was not cooperating at all.
And so we get that done, and then you go ahead and put that in there. Leave the onion out, but go ahead and put your ginger and your garlic into your sauce that you made. All right, now you do this. You need to get a decent sized skillet to lay all this out because you're going to cook your meat and stuff in there. So while you're doing that, you make sure your skillet's clean, make sure it's warm, put it over on your thing, get ready. Get this stirred up, set it aside. Now, you got your skillet, get it heated, you can kind of see it warming up there. Just hit it with just enough oil on the bottom to keep your chicken from sticking. But it'll start to release the water and stuff in there, so it won't be as dry as you think, but you don't want it to stick while you're doing it.
Begin the process.
Yeah. I got my magic cutting board sliding in.
Slide it all in there.
Yeah, my chicken claw. Right in there. So once you get that in there, spread it around, make sure the meat gets on the metal and let it brown. You're going to go ahead and brown it all the way here. You don't wait until later. Salt and pepper to flavor. I know my father would love that part because he's a salt fanatic.
Just pour a pound of salt on it.
Yeah, just put a salt block in there. Okay. So be sure to get all the meat off the teeth.
Don't let it stick.
Because it's like, man. And just like I said, salt and pepper. Now when it's cooking, it'll start to turn white or gray. I've had people say, well, I try to cook chicken, but every time I try to cook it, instead of browning, it turned white. So I think all the chicken I get is bad. It turns that color first.
You're not done cooking it yet. Keep going. Trust it.
So as long as this cookie, keep it turned over, keep the pink meat onto the metal, man, and it'll slowly get in there. You want your fire at about medium to medium high. Don't want it too high because you'll just burn everything. You want it too low because it'll take forever. It should take no more than 30 minutes for the entire recipe.
Yes, this is a fast recipe.
Right, especially with chicken. Now we use more chicken than the recipe called for. It only called for 2 chicken breasts, and we did like 1.5 pounds of meat.
Yeah.
So, but we enjoy chicken. So once you get in here, you kind of see where there's a lot of water and everything in there, so we don't want to boil it. So we're going to go ahead and dump it out. You can put a plate over it. You can get like your holy bowl and strain it that way, but you don't want all that stuff in it. So we just went ahead and strained it.
We,
back.
we did not add oil back to it.
No, it should be oily enough, and you'll hear the sound of the cooking change right here. Where you hear that fry a little bit better.
Starts to get a little noisy in the background, yeah.
So, again, it's a non-stick thing. You use a wood or plastic implement. Do not use metal. I'm going to right now have to find a new skillet because my other one got all the non-stick trays off. That's me beating the meat, because if you want your meat sticky, you have to beat it first. Now, ow! That's okay. That was hot. But I'm trying to show you, like, it's already starting to brown. You can see where it's turning over and it's actually browning on one side. Go ahead and throw your green onion once it starts to brown. And let that cook down. You don't want to put it in too early or it'll wilt and you'll have squidgy bits of green in it. And then go ahead and add your stuff here. Now, we had made enough sauce for the recipe that's only 2 breasts, so we ended up going back and doubling the recipe.
Yeah, you'll see that here in a bit at some point.
Of the sauce, not of the meat. It gave us enough, but it didn't give us as sticky as all the other advertising stuff is. But I think once it cools off, it'll do that. I think it's the honey and everything, once it cools, is very sticky, very tacky, but when it is warm, it is very runny and water-like. So once you put all that stuff in there, toss it, make sure it gets on everything. You can serve it as is. You can make a thing of rice. If you need a thing of rice, we'll put a link down to the doobly-doo on our rice video.
Yeah, it goes really great on rice. It's just one of those foods. It doesn't.
It was great. The whole house smelled great. The food itself was great. Turn it down to a simmer. Let it simmer. This is our second one that we're talking about.
No solids in it. Just all liquid.
Well, the sugar's kind of solid.
Yeah, sure.
We went ahead and put that in there now. I'm making sure to scrape this. Just make this noise. Just do it. Noise.
Noise. No.
Kind of like seasoning the spoon handle. Shout out to Alden who still does that.
Damn you.
So once you get down here, let it simmer. Let it simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes. When it's there, remove it from heat. Don't cover it, and you're set. Like, this is great. Like I said, put it on rice, and you're done. Like, this is after our simmer. You can kind of see it's still very liquid. The honey hasn't set because it's still over the fire. What you done? Rice. Boom. This is excellent. Like I said, it smelled great. Make the house smell great. And the food itself, which is more important, was cheap and very good.
Cheap.
And very, very good. This fed a lot of people, too. And again, it was under like $8 or $9 at the most.
Yeah, it was like $7.50-ish about it after adding everything up.
Great food, good meal, good recipe. All right, there you have it. This sticky sweetmeats. That's also spicy. So it's really good. Love it. Like I said, get into it. If you like trying it differently, or if you add something else, or if you'd like to see us try something else, we might revisit it. Be sure to put it down in the comments. Let us know. We very much appreciate it. Until then, we'll catch you here on YouTube all the time, but we upload on Tuesdays and Fridays, or you can catch us on Instagram at Living Between, or on Facebook, Patreon, or Pinterest at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen there, and we'll see you next time.